Ball one.
And a slider missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. And there's one down. And now it's Christian Yelich.
The designated hitter, Christian
Yelich in his 12th season, 33 years old, and he's usually in the outfield. Today, he's the DH. There's a strike.
Well, as a left-handed hitter, you kind of expect that breaking ball from the lefty, so you just want to track it and get an idea because you know it's going to come into play later in the at-bat.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike two.
No balls, two
really
strikes.
Tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
One down, base is empty. Hacks it, it's a strikeout. Digging in. And it's the speedy outfielder, Sal Frelick. Fastball,
that's a ball.
Almost got him there. Swing and a ground ball up the middle.
Oh.
And that is the inning. Back here at Daikin Park,
Leading up for the
fans are used to
Astros,
watching
the first
their base.
baseman.
The Astros won the AL West last season for the third year in a row.
Yeah, they kept the division run alive, but their streak of 7 straight appearances in the ALCS was snapped. Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job, and that's what you're supposed to do with the pitch in that location.
Walker aboard here at first with nobody out. 88 wins last year was enough for another Astros division title, though.
Yeah, that surprised me, Boog.
One ball,
Turns out the
two
AL
strikes.
West was the only division with a champion that won less than 90 games.
That's not a high number, especially with teams like the Rangers
That's
and
ball
Mariners
two.
in the same division. My guess
2-2
is
to
it
count.
takes more than 88 wins to take home the division crown this year.
Hey!
Swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks
Batting
in this
sixth,
one.
the third baseman,
So digging in, Isaac
Oh,
Paredes.
Paredes.
Base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now.
Batting
1 out.
seventh,
Went up
the
there
second
looking to be
baseman,
aggressive and got
Jose.
something he could handle.
Oh,
112 miles per
Jose.
hour. The ball seemed to explode off the bat right there. He put everything together
Hey!
on that swing. So that's one of those
0-1's
knocks
the
that
count.
feels a little extra sweet.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, has room, and he makes the catch. And stepping in for
Batting
the
eighth, the
Astros,
left
Chaz
fielder,
McCormick.
Chaz
This kid, a 21st round
McCormick.
pick out of Millersville University in Pennsylvania. Cut
Hey!
out and missed. Good change up right there.
0-1.
0-1. That one
Off the plate,
missing
ball one.
inside. On the ground at first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Well, here we go. Top
Leading off
of
for
the
Milwaukee,
third,
the right
scoreless
fielder,
game. And
Garrett
here is Garrett
Mitchell.
Swings through that one for strike one.
That pitch
0-1's
started
the count.
in and ended up on the outside edge, just changing planes and very difficult,
0-1.
especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Too
Ball.
low, and it's ball 3.
Three
First pitch
balls,
strike
1
from
strike.
the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count. Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Runner takes off. Ball
Nope,
misses.
outside.
No,
he's
safe
safe.
with a stolen base. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Fought off foul. Chop to third. Paredes. They get the tag on him, and no throw. He's into first easily. Here's a speed threat, Oliver Dunn. And a swing and a miss.
Always tough to turn 2
0-1.
on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
That
Ball!
misses.
That pitch is out.
Count 1 and 2. Ortiz, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Runner on the go. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Headed for the plate. Almost. One-run ball game.
The batter number
Back
2.
against the wall with 2
Second
strikes, but
baseman,
found a
Bryce
way. Recognized the break
Perez.
on that pitch early, and that allowed him to keep his
Ball,
front
that's out.
shoulder in. You know, it's easy to bail on those front door breaking balls, but a great job right there, letting it travel, then unloading a nice balanced swing.
He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with 2 gone. Now the number
The
2
left-hander,
hitter,
number
Jackson
11,
Choria.
Jackson
And
Choria.
remember, he was absolutely robbed of a base hit last time up.
Pitch
Ball.
misses, and that is ball 1. Just
Ball.
missed. Fastball for a strike. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. He's got it, and that is that. As we go
Leading up
to
for
the
the
last of the
Astros,
third.
the
Here's
right
Mauricio
fielder,
Dubon.
Mauricio Dubon.
Ripped on the ground to second. One gone,
Got him.
bottom of the 3rd inning. Jeremy Pena digs in now. Struck out looking his first time. Right side, hard hit. Gets it to first.
He's out.
And a couple of quick outs.
The center
Jake
fielder,
Meyer.
number
Up
6.
next for the Astros. Grounded out his
Meyer.
first time. Up the middle. And that squirts through. And with the inning still alive, here comes the heart of the order.
First pitch swinging, went up there with the plan to be
batter,
aggressive.
number
Once get the
44,
ball by the pitcher.
designated
There's a lot of
hitter,
base hits up the middle,
Yoda.
even on ground balls. So nice job to
Alvarez.
use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Alvarez now at the plate as he swings
0-1's
through
the count.
strike 1.
I got 1 ball,
And a
1
pitch
strike.
out, but nothing going on. Swings through that. Myers. off
1
to
ball,
first with
2
away.
strikes. 2 balls,
They try
2 strikes.
another pitch out. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again.
Runner, runner,
Kick
runner!
to the pitch. Runner goes. And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. And now the catcher comes up to hit. William Contreras. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And now the 0-1.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Myers makes the grab, 1 down. And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Right there for his strike.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive.
Ball, that's outside.
Repeat his delivery like this.
1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss.
2.
He was late.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Cut on and missed. Curveball struck him out. Here's Yelich at the dish. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time.
Yelich.
And
that's
a curve misses outside. And that's ball 1. That one ripped. Back there. And that one is off the wall. And that's a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
Man on second, 2 down. And the
That's a ball.
slider just misses. Into the knees. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And that's
2-2 the count. I got 3 and 2.
Runner at second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. On the ground right side, Altuve tosses to first. That's the 3rd out. Bottom of the 4th, so here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Christian Walker. Fouled off. He was late.
Well, these Astros definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time, and that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boo.
And a foul ball. Gets under it and pops it up. Terang. Pulls it in for the out. And here's the catcher.
Now
Diaz.
the catcher.
Struck out swinging his first time.
Diaz.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one down the line, and that's just foul. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 1 down, base is empty.
What do you got?
Hold up, appeal to first, didn't go.
Swing
and a miss. Got him to go the ladder for the K. So next up for
Now
Houston,
batting,
Isaac
third
Paredes.
baseman,
1 for 1 with a single so far.
Paredes.
And a
That's
fastball
outside.
misses outside for a ball. And it's 1-0. Swing and a high fly ball hit in the air left center field. This one's got a chance onto the track, and he makes the catch. Ready now for the
Leading
fifth
off for the
inning.
Brewers,
Up now for
the right fielder,
Milwaukee,
number
Garrett
5,
Mitchell.
Garrett Mitchell.
Well, on paper, it's favorable to have a fairly quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face batting from the left side, same side he throws from.
Out to short, Pena. And the
Got
leadoff
him.
hitter retired in the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air.
The bat,
Lets the
number
defense
3,
work behind him with another ground ball.
Joseph
Good execution.
Ortiz.
Ortiz.
Ball 1.
26 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. The
Ball 2.
shortstop takes the ball. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. One down, base is empty. On the ground to the left.
No, that's foul.
And it goes just foul. Line drive.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still
Now
drive you
batting,
absolutely
third
crazy.
baseman, Oliver Dunn.
Gun.
Hey!
Down the box. Comes up empty with a swing there.
0-1.
Ripped to short. On to first.
Out.
And Milwaukee is set down in order. Bottom of the inning.
Leading
Now
off
it's
for
the
the
second baseman,
Astros,
Jose
the
Altuve.
second baseman, Jose Altuve.
And he's going to reset as he steps off the rubber. Quintana back to work. Ground ball to the right side. Hoskins
Out.
takes it himself, and the leadoff man set
The
down
left
to their
fielder,
half
number
of the
20,
And
Chad
next to hit for Houston,
Nick
Chaz
Corbett.
McCormick. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2 is the
The
count.
Brewers up by a run. Last half of inning number 5. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's the 0-2.
1 ball, 2
That's
strikes.
a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Mauricio Dubon up next for the Astros. Swing,
Aye.
strike 1.
Now, this guy is just filling up
0-1's
the strike
the
zone
count.
right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-2.
Next
1
pitch
ball,
way
2
upstairs.
strikes.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Chourio makes the play. That is the inning. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And the batter now, Bryce Turang. And that
Ball
one
one.
a little below the knees.
Counts 1-0.
1-0.
What do you got?
Swing and a 1-0. Appeal to third. Did not go. And
That's
that
ball
one
3.
almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
3-0.
That one
Ball
misses.
4.
So a leadoff
First base.
walk.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Sure he is.
Ball that's
Up for the
outside.
third time here. Watches that one miss. Hauls it in. One away.
That's a big first out of the inning. He showed off his skills catching the line drive, but most importantly, he kept the runner out of scoring position. Things would look a little
he's
different
safe.
if he didn't make that play.
Valdez keeping him close.
Runner!
Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from
Ball
first. Ball outside.
He's safe.
Throw save. That's the stolen base. There's
Yeah.
a strike. One out and a runner at second. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Swinging and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
1 ball,
Talk about tying
2
the
strikes.
guy up. That was ugly.
Pitch
2
misses
balls,
there.
2
And
strikes.
it's 2-2. Hit hard. Should be extra bases. Rounds third. Headed for the plate. He'll score.
The
I'll
first
tell
base
you,
is number
when you
12.
smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
0-1.
Hoskins stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. On the ground to third. Slinging it to
He's
first
out.
in time. The tag gets
Got him
and
on the
it's a
tag.
double play to end the inning. Back here in Houston. Now here is Jeremy Pena. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Well, these
0-1's the
Astros,
count.
as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches
balls,
they've
2
seen
strikes.
today, and it's just not working out for them. So those first pitch numbers tell me they should try to find a way to slow this game down a bit. Things have been moving just too quickly for them at times.
High fly ball out towards left center. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Around second is Pena. And he makes it into third with a leadoff triple.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. You got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
0-1.
Myers in the box now. Takes strike 1.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hard order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Ortiz. Drops into the glove, and there's one down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone.
Now
right there.
back,
They
the
look
designated
really good
hitter,
coming in.
Yordan.
But it's so hard to get on top of.
Alvarez.
Alvarez
Ball 1.
up to bat next. Lays off for a ball.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
Just
Ball 2.
missed.
In this situation, he's trying to
2
get you
balls,
to pop something
1
up
strike.
or jam you. It's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Base hit.
Big time bat right there. Comes through, and they're back within a run. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Swing and miss. That's strike two.
Sometimes
No
being
balls,
lucky
2 strikes.
is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that.
3.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Now batting, catcher,
Plate is the
Yanez.
Astros catcher,
Yanez.
Yanez. The
Ball 1.
changeup missing. Ball 1.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. He's painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one, you tip your cap.
Now Castro first.
He's safe.
He's back in safely.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some
Nope,
length
that's
on
a
the
ball.
secondary lead and perhaps score a ball in the gap.
Swing and a miss.
2-2 the count.
Center field. Frelick has a beat on it. Squeezes it, and the inning is over. Top of inning number
Leading off for the
7,
Brewers,
and now
the designated
Christian
hitter,
Yelich.
Christian Yelich. Now pitching for the Astros, number 66, Sean Newman.
There's a strike.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
I got a ball,
Inside,
1
almost
strike.
Got him.
Ball 2.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Seems like he got exactly
The
what he was
center fielder,
looking for
number
right
10,
there. It sounded
Sal
different than most hits coming
Freeland.
off the bat. You don't need numbers to tell you the ball was hit extremely hard, but at 115 miles per hour, that's not an exit velocity you see very often. Very impressive.
Myers calls it in, and there's one away. So up next, Garrett Mitchell. He's 0 for 1. Pounding ball here, rolls foul. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2 is the count. That's a
One
ball.
missing low. Yelich over at first with 1 away. Off the
That's a
mark
ball.
there. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Makes the grab, and there's 2 out. Joseph Ortiz up now for the Brewers. 0 for 2 in this one.
Runner, runner, he's
Yelich
going.
goes. On and miss.
0-1's the count.
Save. Runner at second, 2 down. And that's a base hit. Yelich flies around third. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single, and they lead.
Done to put him up by 2. That's about as
Oliver
textbook as it
Dunn.
gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed
Runner,
inside
runner,
that.
runner.
Runner on the go.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Headed towards the corner. And makes the grab. And that'll do it. Back here in
Leading
Houston,
up
here's
for
the
the
third baseman,
Astros,
Isaac
the third baseman,
Paredes.
Isaac Paredes. Now pitching for
Here comes the
Milwaukee,
new arm for the Brewers,
number
Abner
45.
Uribe.
These are the spots
Abner
relievers really make a name
Uribe.
for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
And it's caught for the out. Here's the
Now
former
batting,
MVP,
the
Jose
second
Altuve.
baseman,
That
Jose.
swing right there tells me he's seen the ball pretty
Altuve.
well. I know it didn't produce a hit,
1-0.
but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Pitching has been
1-1.
pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful. Not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Snags it for the second out.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That
The
is
left
an
fielder,
excellent
number
base.
20,
Here's
Chaz
the left fielder, Chaz
Cornell.
Cornell. That
Ball one,
misses
no
in the
strike.
dirt. Slider right there.
Wow, no fair right there.
1-1.
I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Mitchell makes the grab, and that is that. Back here at Dyken Park, this is Bryce Terang. Dubin back to work, and
Nope,
that misses.
that's inside.
And that's ball 1. And a swing and a miss there.
Instead of
I
letting
got
the
one
hitter
ball,
get his
one
arms
strike.
extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly
Aye.
up, slightly in.
On the corner for a strike. 1 and 2. Up the middle. Altuve
He's
swings
out.
to first. First out in the top of the 8th. Now the left fielder, Jackson Chourio. Ball one, no strikes. Out in front with the swing, and that is
I
strike
got a ball,
1.
1 strike.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 4-1.
That's as big as it gets right there. You take advantage of a mistake. That is an ultimate. Here it is. Watch it. I'm going to jog around the bases.
So 1 out, nobody on. Here's the catcher, William Contreras. Out to short. Oh, great stop. Gathers and throws, and he gets him. Nicely done.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out,
Now
knocks
back.
the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy in.
2 down, bases empty.
Now pitching for the Astros, number 62, Granite Sousa.
6, that pitch is in for a strike. Sousa, 29 years old, and he was a 10th round pick
Ball.
back in 2018. Outside
1-1.
low, and it's 1-1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across. We're at the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that will end the inning. And we're back.
Leading up for the
Mauricio
Astros, the
Dubon.
right fielder, Mauricio
And a pitch.
Dubon.
So it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in
0-1's
some
the
quality
count.
at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
Three.
99 miles per hour to finish
The
him out.
batter, number 3,
So
shortstop,
taking in
Jeremy
1 for 3.
Pena.
Out to short. Sends it across
He's
to
out.
first. 2 up, 2 down. Jake Myers up next for the Astros. There's the strike. 2 down, nobody on.
0-1.
In the bottom half of the 8th inning. Up the middle. Sends it to
Got him.
first. And the Astros put down in order. And welcome back to
Leading
the
off for
ballpark.
Milwaukee,
New
the
inning getting
designated
started.
hitter,
So here's the
Christian
Brewers DH,
Yelich.
Christian Yelich. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Back there. That's long gone. And they tack on to their lead. It's 5-1. Next for the Brewers, Sal Frelick. 0 for 3 in this one. And there's a foul ball. Chases that one upstairs.
Yeah, I don't think
No ball,
anyone's
2
got
strikes.
good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. And out number 1 on the grab.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up
The
the
right
home
fielder,
run.
number 5,
Not allowing
Garrett
it to stay in the head, but
Mitchell.
going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Mitchell.
That's a ball.
At the plate now. That's ball 1. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in here at the top of the 9th. Base knock center field.
The batter, number 3,
Joseph
shortstop,
Ortiz.
Joseph
Up now for the Brewers.
Ortiz.
Runner takes off. Two down. So man aboard. Next for Milwaukee, Oliver Dunn.
Runner, runner,
Here goes the
runner.
runner. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. That's back there. Gone into the Crawford boxes. A home run. A laser to left. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 7-1.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Base is empty with 2 away. Here's the leadoff man for the Brewers, Bryce Terang. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth.
I'm not sure that's a good thing. Boo, growing up, who was your favorite big league mascot?
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. It has the distance. And they cut it to the deficit. It's 7-2. And now it's Christian Walker. So the Blues are summoned from the new Nick Mears.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And there's
Counts
the ball.
1-0.
Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of
Hey!
these teams have professional barbers
1 ball,
that come
1 strike.
in and make them look fresh before the game.
And
Hey!
strike 2. Scale of 1 to 10. How good
1 ball,
were you?
2
For a
strikes.
non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 6.
Hey!
But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
And stepping in for the Astros, Yainer Diaz. Swings
Yeah!
and misses at the pitch off the plate.
I'll never
0-1's
forget
the
time
count.
that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty
Hey,
big dome,
2.
and
Big dome?
it took a while.
0-2.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there too because he had a
3.
big date that night. He wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a big guy too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on.
Hey!
And the count is 0-2.
No balls,
The
2
Stros
strikes.
down to their final strike. Hit to right, and that should do it. And that is the ball game. Quintana with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
7-2 your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi.